Is this fun or what?
Yeah.
I've only done this once this year.
I feel like I'm on an adventure.
You want me to tell you about Kilimanjaro?
Yeah.
All right, going over. All right, guys, let me tell you about Kilimanjaro. You know, when I did this, you were 1 year old and you were in mommy's belly. Remember that?
Yeah.
I went all the way across the world with 4 friends to climb Kilimanjaro, and it was the most amazing hike I have ever done.
It has to be cool.
Yeah, it was super cool. It was an incredible story that I have never told anyone, and I'm gonna tell you guys today. We started driving all the way to the base of the mountain without knowing what to expect. You know, on the way over there, we stopped at this bathroom that was going to be the last bathroom we were going to see for the next 7 days. And I came out and I looked at the mountain and I couldn't believe that mountain was where we were going to climb. Look how far that looks. All you could see was the top of the mountain peeking through the clouds. And we were going to be up there in 7 days, walking one step at a time.
How high was it, Papi?
It was 19,341 feet at the highest point.
I'm impressed.
Well, you better be, because one day you're gonna climb it with me.
Get ready.
The first thing you have to do when you get there is that you register so that they know who climbs a mountain every year. Then we got there and your guide picks the people that are gonna help us with the expedition.
What were they doing there?
Well, these guys are called porters. They're the ones that help you carry the stuff up the mountain, but by law, they can only carry 33 pounds. So the government weighs all their bags and makes sure that nobody carries more than 33 pounds. Including us, we couldn't carry more than 33 pounds, and we had all our camera gear and everything like that.
What are those things you're wearing?
Those are called boot gaiters, and they're used so that the mud doesn't get in between your socks and your boots. And then it's time to go. No turning back at this point. That's the name of the route that we did. It's called the La Manche route.
It's cool how they put that sign in the bushes.
Mm-hmm. As soon as any little rain would fall, we had to change into our rain gear, because the one thing you don't want is you don't want to be wet and sick in this mountain with no hospital nearby.
Wow, it's so beautiful.
Oh yeah, look at that. It was beautiful from start to finish.
Let me guess, rainforest.
Rainforest.
I knew it.
Finally, we got to our first camp. We had been trekking for 12 hours already, and we had some hot soup and bread waiting for us.
Like, they already cooked it and put it there?
Yeah.
On a little table?
Our group had a chef that cooked us soup and bread and breakfast almost every day.
But did they go like ahead of you or they stayed with you?
They go ahead of us because they're a lot faster than us. So we keep on walking because we're filming this thing and we're taking our time taking pictures, and they're just going. By the time we get there, the camp is already built. It's cool, huh?
Hey, where did you sleep?
There are 6 camps before you get to the top of the mountain, and you get to sleep there every single night. Get all the energy you can because you're going to be walking a long time. So you want to make sure that you sleep every night.
I can believe how far that is.
Oh yeah, sometimes we walk for 12 hours.
I'm sure you're gonna be fit when you get back.
You definitely lose some weight when you're up there.
Yeah. You can't stop and take a drink.
Oh yeah, you could stop and rest anytime you want to. Get a snack, take some pictures. You know, we got to this one camp one time and we could see it in the distance and we thought we were close, and the guide told us that we still had to walk for another 2 hours.
Wow.
I know. Can you believe that? You see something there so close, but yet you're 2 hours away. It was like another mountain away. But we could see it from where we were. And we had to hurry because you know what? The guide told us that rain was coming and really hard. So we had to hurry. But luckily we made it to camp before it started raining. It was already starting to get cold and it was only day 2. We had already gone through the hot part of the climb. So yesterday we finished the climb through the forest. We transitioned from the forest to what they call heath or murla. It's an in-between stage between a forest and an alpine desert. It was very interesting to walk through almost 3 ecosystems.
Did you guys take breaks?
Yeah, of course, we could stop whenever we wanted to take a break, but you gotta keep moving because the summit is still 3 days away.
Where are you guys now?
This is what's called the lava tower, which is super cool part of the climb. So we're taking a rest stop before we get to lava tower, which will be the highest elevation point before we get to the summit. Lava tower is back there, and it's about 15,000 feet. After that, it's just to descend to get a little bit more acclimated to the low oxygen and high altitudes. And then from there, we start to ascend again towards the summit. This was formed millions of years ago, and they think that it was lava that exploded and cooled off to become a plug for the volcano. We had to stop there to let our bodies get used to the altitude and rest for a little bit.
How long were you there?
We only stayed there for about an hour or so.
Oh look, I see the top.
Yeah. You could see the top the whole time through the climb. It looks like so close, but yet it's so far.
Yeah.
Well, we have reached the end of day 4. A very challenging day. We climbed to 15,000 feet and then descended about 2,000 feet so we could let our bodies adjust to the low oxygen.
But how does your guide know which way to go? Are there signs up there?
There are a few signs up there, but we had an amazing guide that has been up to the mountain more than 150 times.
Wow.
It's a lot of times.
Jina langu naitwa Anderson Mbise. Mimi ni guide wa mlima Kilimanjaro. Nimeshapanda mlima Kilimanjaro zaidi ya mara 150. Kazi yangu kubwa ni kuhakikisha kwamba wageni wangu wote wanakuwa salama pindi ninapokuwa nao mlimani, na vile vile kuwaonyesha uzuri wa nchi yetu Tanzania.
Look, the barranco wall, the scariest part of the whole climb. Tomorrow is going to be a very, very challenging day. We're gonna climb up the barranco wall. It's a very, very steep climb. And it's supposed to take us 3 hours, but at our pace, we're filming this little documentary, so at our pace, it's probably gonna take us about 6 hours.
I don't get it. Why is it so scary?
Well, it's the most vertical climb of the whole week. And if you fall there, chances are you won't make it. By being careful and helping each other, everything is possible. Yesterday was a day filled with adrenaline. We went up the barranco wall, which was a very steep wall where we couldn't use our trekking poles. We had to use our hands to work our way through. It was indeed very challenging, but probably the most exciting part of this trek so far. We're on our way to base camp to get ready for a 12-hour hike in the middle of the night up to the summit. So it should be very, very interesting today. Base camp is the last campsite before you reach the summit. We got up early, even before the porters, and we started packing. We had a 6-hour hike to base camp and the oxygen was already getting low, so 6 hours felt like 12 hours. Finally, the night came and it was time for the last climb before hitting the summit. It's 12 hours in pitch dark to a part that they call the dark side of the moon with nothing but rocks and ice.
If you're afraid of the dark,
You can't climb Kilimanjaro. It got really cold up there. I think it got to minus 15 degrees Fahrenheit.
how did you guys breathe when there's like no oxygen at the summit?
There's still oxygen, there's low oxygen, but our guide actually had a tank of oxygen in case you needed oxygen.
So you don't need to be worried because we've got oxygen. We expect to go to the crater, to the ash pit. Right. So for more safety, I'm sure that this will help us. Okay, guys.
Thank you. Thank you.
You must be so tired.
We were super tired. We were so tired and so cold that we didn't film anything in that part, in the dark part. Finally, we got to the first summit and we saw the sunrise above the clouds, and it was the most incredible sunrise I have ever seen in my life. You could see for miles and miles ahead. You know, there's ice up there that has been there for 2 million years. But it's not even melting, it's evaporating, and they say it's not gonna be there very long. So I hope it's still there when we climb it. And you know, after 6 days of climbing, we finally made it to the top.
You got a Boy Scout pin.
And it was the most incredible challenge I have ever conquered.
I did. Barely, but I did.
Alexander Hoffman.
Yes, sir.
A pleasure, man.
Thank you.
Good job. Keep it safe.
Yes, sir.
Good job, man.
Thank you. Thank you so much, huh?
Okay.
Thank you.
The last one is Alain Martinez.
Yeah.
Cool, man.
Thank you.
You did it.
Thank you.
Great. Good job, man.
All right.
Keep it safe.